Beautiful day. It is 9:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, November 29th, 2021. And I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Ready to get this reading done and out the way and get on to work. But I got some water boiling for some tea. I don't like this lighting. I gotta get me another ring light. That's what I need. Because I don't like how my lighting has been looking, and I think that's why I haven't been recording as much either, in all honesty. All right, let's try this again. I'm not feeling my lighting today, and I'm tired of messing around with it and letting it slow me up from getting this recorded. So we're just gonna move along. Okay. All right, so it is currently 9:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, November 29th, 2021. I trust, hope, and pray that wherever you are in the world, that you are doing the best that you can with what you have to work with, that you are managing your stress responsibly, meaning you are taking time to nurture yourself, you're taking time to meditate, to breathe, to relax, to rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul when you need it. Because one thing we know for sure is life is real. Life comes with its tests, its challenges, its obstacles, its events that develop you in your soul's growth and evolution. And this deck that we have here is the Soul's Journey Lesson Cards by James Van Praagh. And we're going to get two cards to represent the masculine and the feminine energy that resides within each human being, each individual. That is something that you can also look at it as your hormones, like the testosterone and the estrogen. Men are usually more likely to have more testosterone than estrogen in their body, in a balanced body. And with a woman, it's going to be more estrogen than testosterone. But you have both hormones in your body, so we can look at energy like that. The masculine energy more like testosterone, and the feminine energy more like your estrogen. And we want to make sure that we are balanced and grounded mentally and spiritually, so that we're able to adjust and maneuver and recover, from the different things that may show up on our plate in life, in love, in business, in career, in our organizations, in our groups, in our commitments, All right. So the first card to your left, to my left, your right, is going to be the masculine energy, and to my right is going to be our feminine energy. That felt like that's it. Love for the masculine energy again, and blame for the feminine energy. All right, so I just actually did a OG's United Energy forecast on, I believe that was Friday or Saturday. All right, so on our central energy is health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So this is our crowning energy. I accept responsibility for my well-being, and I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. So I am going to go ahead and read this from the book today, starting with health. All right, so our crowning energy and the affirmation to accompany health is, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Your body is your temple, and you are responsible for its care. You have chosen to incarnate in this physical dimension to learn certain lessons, and if you don't maintain the physical vehicle that your soul has chosen, then you are sabotaging your own plan. Your health is a vital element for your soul's progress, and you should never take it for granted. Be sensible about nourishment and exercise. You could be a quote-unquote sensitive being who must be conscious of your surroundings because you can easily be drained by people, places, or things. Always make a ritual of protection and cleansing before you work with a client, or just bring your mind back to your heart throughout the day to rejuvenate. This card may also signify a desire to assist other beings through physical or emotional healing work. You may be involved professionally in the medical fields, body work, or psychiatry and counseling. Or maybe you're just a good listener who possesses sage advice. If you or someone you know inherited a congenital disease, past life work may be of some benefit. All right. If you or someone you know inherited a congenital disease, past life may be of some benefit. I want to know what that word means. Let me look that up real quick. Congenital. Right. Present from birth. Okay. How do you pronounce it? A congenital malformation of the heart. Well, I can't talk. All right, so something you were born with, disease that one was born with. Okay. I didn't mean to turn that off. All right, so I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So what I'm getting here is we as humans have room to value this vessel, this body that we were given at birth. The one thing that we're guaranteed to have until we're no longer here. We can lose a lot of things, material things, memories. We can forget things, but our vessel, it goes with us wherever we go. So it is the one thing that we must make sure that we're honoring, we're respecting. And the message here today is just to remind us of that. And in my intro this morning, that is what I shared, because that has been a message that has been coming up frequently with all the conversation and all the commercials and the programming around, COVID-19, the vaccines, whether they're really helping or hurting, and, people making big life-changing decisions, regarding their health. And so many people are feeling disempowered, like they don't have options because they don't know better. And here myself, I'm just, a teacher, someone who you can recognize as having what we call sage wisdom, knowledge that I'm aware that I was born with, I came to earth with, and it's been a process, an evolving process, and still is, where I'm gaining greater insight, wisdom, just information from the past that we can bring forth to use today. Innovation is something that I speak on a lot because I have an innovative mind. I'm always able to look at something and see how we can improve it and, make it work better, more effectively, more cost effectively, and, supporting others and doing the same, So with that being said, our health is that thing that, I'm trying to do my part from the wisdom and experience that I've gained, things that I've learned from life experience, as well as great teachers, great professionals in the medical field, and just respected sages and what I recognize as gods and goddesses is the most simple way that I can put it. And that's, why we have the OG Academy for the organized gods and goddesses, those that feel displaced and out of sorts at times because what we see in the mundane world, the everyday world, everyday conversations, is boring. We crave, alignment with truth, and higher knowing that we're able to use responsibly, during these times where it's needed. And we have no excuses as to why we're not using it, responsibly. The tools is what I'm talking about more specifically. So this message came to me when I was meditating this morning, going back to, the masculine and feminine energy with love and blame. Now, mind you, once again, we have these energies within each of us. So if I was to look at this as a whole person, me, alone, and using myself as an example for whoever is resonating with and watching this, whenever that is, whether it's around this time or a year, 2 years, 10 years from now, it's probably going to still, matter and, resonate for you. So with love and blame, when we have relationships in love, commitments, whether we have a boyfriend or girlfriend, a significant other, a spouse, a husband or wife, which is a higher level of a commitment from a boyfriend and a girlfriend. These relationships are an opportunity for us to develop our emotional health and well-being. Since we're talking about health, we're going to look at the emotional aspect. That's what love represents. And blame comes into place when we're not taking responsibility for our personal health and well-being, our emotional health and well-being. And that is something that many of us aren't even aware of, that it is a thing that deserves, the attention that it deserves. Period. We have to, be conscious and aware of our emotional health, how we feel, because that is, going to be reflected in our actions or our inaction. It can motivate you or disable you, so we want to make sure that we're taking responsibility for, our emotional health and loving, but also loving responsibly and loving with what we call healthy boundaries, making sure that we're loving ourselves first and we're not putting, anyone else in front of our own happiness, our own peace, because if a person truly loves you, then they're able to recognize and appreciate, the similarities that you may share, but also the differences. And if you're a person who requires, time alone to, process and, be one with the Creator, the Source, the Most High, and the person in your life or the people in your life don't necessarily respect that and honor that, then they're not able to love you on the level in which you need to be loved. And that's when sometimes you have to put space in between yourselves and love those, people or that person from a distance. So the person that is the recipient of that in many cases will blame, you or others, in many cases, for the void they feel, the lack of love that they feel that they want reciprocated from you or others, but they're not getting it. So if you're that person who has experienced what we call heartbreak or disappointment from a significant other, from a loved one, a family member, a parent, a guardian, whoever, someone that you looked up to and you admired, and you feel like you didn't receive the love that you wanted in return. That is an opportunity for you to look at yourself, look at your own health, your emotional health, your mental health, and recognize that that is a part of your existence, that is a part of your human, you being a human here on earth, and your overall health. So considering your mental and emotional health and becoming more in tune with it will help you to not blame others and take responsibility for how you feel, and feel empowered, and feel the greatest love there is to feel, which is love from the source, love from the creator, and that source, that creator, resides within each of us. And we're in this stage in evolution, in time, where we're documenting it, due to technology, and we're able to grasp and, make leaps and great strides in improvement in humanity, because we're able to see, the results quicker of both our good and our not so good actions, whether they are actions that we're taking or not taking in our personal individual lives, being accountable, or on a grand scale, for humanity, for the world, for our neighbors, for the planet. Because that is the one thing that we all have in common, that we have to share this planet as a home, regardless of the color of our skin or the texture of our hair, our height, our weight, and all that other bullshit. What we drive, what our credit score is, where we live, our zip code, our class, the planet, it's all the same. All right, so let's see if I get any messages to further elaborate with our Osho Zen Tarot deck. Two of Cups, friendliness. Like I said, we have to be a better friend, to ourselves first and foremost. And, subsequently from doing that, you'll find yourself happier. You'll find yourself more energetic. You'll find yourself feeling more abundant, more grateful, more in touch with nature, more in touch with yourself. And, your life experience is different. You're more creative. You're able to see more opportunities than you do challenges. And then we have experiencing here. So, this is a time of great imagination, of creating. Yes, we're going to see a lot of truth unfolding that is going to upset, frustrate, disappoint many, but there's opportunity in it for us to Also experience healing, experience growth, experience evolution in health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially. All right. So if you have not yet done so, I recommend checking out the OG Academy at marissablack.com. We are currently highlighting Good Brother 19 Keys from the Infinite Wealth Strategies family. They have a great program that we're also highlighting. If you see the card, the card in the OG Academy, you tap it, just tap in, and it'll take you to the Infinite Wealth Strategies program, and you can get all the information, purchase, and do all that there. But there is a video that we're featuring this month. We're at the end of the month now, going into December. But it'll also be available on the OG network under OGs United, as well as 33. I'm trying to make sure I cover everything. Oh yeah, the video is how I made $100,000 in a month, I believe is what it's titled. So I encourage you to check that out. A lot of great information. Mental development, spiritual development, emotional development, because all of that is important in financial development, financial freedom, which is what, we're here for. Less is more. Leaders experiencing sacred success. Success that doesn't take you out of alignment with the truth of who you are and what it is that you're here to do. As the sage, the prophet, the wise teacher, the counsel, the judge, the leader that you were created, developed, and designed to be. And I'm just here to do my small part in supporting that. So, to show your support, become a Black Card member. And once again, I would like to thank those who have already been faithful and doing that. I appreciate the support, the love, whether it's, behind the scenes in my DMs, or, in the public eye, on any of my posts, on social media. So I appreciate the love, the feedback, the support, financially as well, donations, buying the products that we offer in the Experience Black Boutique. It all helps. So I thank you. If you want to get an individual personalized reading, you would click on Ask Miss Black in my link tree. That can be found in the bio section of all of my platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Patreon, all of them. You can also find it just by going to linktree/Experience Black, and it could be accessed also at marissablack.com under Her Story in the Goddess Lounge. And yeah, I think that's about it. All right, till next time, peace and love.
You can't bless me. I am the blessing. You can't give me anything. I'm your gift. I don't need anything from you. I'm trying to figure out how much more of me do you want? Because I keep figuring out the more of me I give you, the more he gives me. When you recognize that your blessing is giving yourself away. How you gonna bless me? I'm the blessing. How you gonna bless me? Your house increased when I showed up. Oh, help me, Holy Ghost. How you gonna bless me? I've got so much DNA in me that I have blessed your house, and now my new son Joseph is about to bless Pharaoh's house. I've got a generational blessing inside of me. I'm the blessing, and I birth blessings. You can't give me nothing. All I'm trying to figure out is how much more of me can I give you? Because I recognize that all of my blessings came from this position, being a blessing. Not from being manipulative, not from being arrogant, not from being intelligent, but from being a blessing. Your next blessing is wrapped up in you continuing to be a blessing.